It's almost like we have a totem pole. It's like a hierarchy. If you are a certain race or sexual orientation, you go higher up the totem pole than others. And I don't think that's right. I think we should all be treated equally. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, your opinion stands firm in me because I feel the same way, brother. For real, for real.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in Toronto. And folks, before I get to my story, please, if you can, go to journalistdefensefund.com, make a donation. Sometimes we need security in order to bring you the other side of the story. And let's put it this way, there are forces afoot that would like to shut us down, even violently, if need be. Well, folks, I know what you're thinking. You want to get involved with the Black Lives Matter movement that is going global, but you're a white person and you're kind of, wondering what the rules are because you don't want to bring your white privilege into this movement to upset the racial justice apple cart. Well, let me tell you this. Thank goodness for the American Friends Service Committee. Now, the American Friends Service Committee is described as a Quaker organization that promotes lasting peace with justice as a practical expression of faith in action. Quakers, didn't they used to be whalers back in the day? In any event, they have published a piece online about how Caucasians should act at a Black Lives Matter protest. It is penned by an author. Here is his or her background. Quote, I am a white person who recently participated in Millions March New York City as a part of Black Lives Matter. As a genderqueer person, I know about some forms of oppression, but I didn't want my own unconscious racism, entitlement, and unexamined privilege to perpetuate the pathology and systems we were there to protest. So I came up with some guidelines for myself while participating in public demonstrations against racism and police violence. And he then or she then goes on to outline 9 rules for white people at Black Lives Matter protests. Now, thank goodness for genderqueer people setting us straight on what the rules are. However, 9 is too many. I'll just talk about the top 5. Number 1, remember that you are there as support and in solidarity. It's not about you. No matter how outraged or indignant you feel, a black person will still have different feelings. Respect and be present to differences in emotion, experience, and politics. Consider that your role might be as a witness and support to others' expressions rather than expressing your own feelings.
Well, I don't agree with some of the things I'm seeing here. Like,
Quincy is one of the members of the Afro-Indigenous Rising here at Nathan Phillips Square.
Personally, I feel like we're all the same. We're all family.
Number 2, if you have a smartphone in your pocket, use it to lift up the voices of black people involved in the struggle. Post photos and videos of the action on social media with permission. Do post publicly shared photos and words posted by black activists that they have chosen to make public. You are allowed one selfie, and that is it. Do not be the white person who fills their social media with self-congratulatory photos of themselves at the demonstration. Black people are not trophies. Number 3, don't hijack the message. Do not say all lives matter, ever. The problem is that in our society, black lives are valued less than white lives. Chanting all lives matter at a Black Lives Matter protest is like going to a funeral and telling the bereaved, hey, everyone dies.
Do not say all lives matter. That's crazy, man. That's free. You know what I'm saying?
Because all lives do matter, don't they?
Yes, they do. And we're talking about lives, we're talking about birds, talking about animals. All lives do matter. So
it's almost like we have a totem pole. It's like a hierarchy. If you are a certain race or sexual orientation, you go higher up the totem pole than others. And I don't think that's right. I think we should all be treated equally. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, your opinion stands firm in me because I feel the same way, brother. For real, for real.
Number 4, Don't lead chants. Make room for the black people around you to lead chants. Support them with your voice and rhythm. Pay attention to the impact of who and what you are supporting and doing. Some words are not yours to say. Finally, number 5, anticipate that reporters may seek you for a comment out of their own unconscious racial bias. Before a demonstration begins, try to find out who are the designated media spokespeople. If a member of the press approaches you, here is your talking point. I am here to support and offer solidarity to the black community. Then direct them to a spokesperson. You have to accept that members of the black community will be more informed and better able to talk about those issues than you.
We can say whatever we want on a level, and we can do whatever we want on a level, as long as it's positive and not negative or whatever.
And I think that's called freedom, isn't that?
Freedom, liberty, all of that.
Exactly.
So, sometimes people do things out of anger, and I feel like that's what it is. That like they're trying to get points across, but getting points across like that, that will only lead to either more negativity, or nothing.
So to recap, basically, if you are a white person at a Black Lives Matter protest, you are there to be seen and not heard. You are to go to the back of the ideological bus and keep your mouth shut unless spoken to. Yeah, lots of racial harmony in the air these days, isn't it, folks? For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. If you can, please go to journalistdefensefund.com, and if you're able to, make a donation. We like to bring you the other side of the story, but there are some violent types that like to prevent us from doing so, and that means we have to hire security.